This WWE Legends deal that you've signed, so you signed that in February this year, I believe, and obviously that's kind of the really big news that no one was really expecting, because for the longest time, as you say, you've been on the outside looking in of WWE. So what does that Legends deal mean? How does it come about? What does it open up for you now?
Well, we were approached by a friend of ours and a number of guys. Coco Beware was one of them. Tito Santana. They had told us that they had just been approached and made an appearance. And then we got a call from the office, and they were discussing various things, signing a contract, which would include making some appearances, of course, action figures, various action figures, not only Demolition, but Repo Man and Crusher Khrushchev and Mass Superstar.
That's good. That means WWE will get more of my money now, even more.
Yeah, and
for me to buy.
Like I said, Mass Superstar and the Machines. So, I mean, the way they presented it, it sounded interesting, sounded like it could possibly be very lucrative for us, make some appearances, and also possible DVDs and some other things. So right now, we're at a wait and see. They did announce some action figures coming out when we were at WrestleCon, which got a very positive response. So, you know, we signed the contract over multiple years. I believe it was 6 years. So we'll see what the next 6 years or 5.5 years leads to.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what's to come. And I mentioned it at the start, the demo pod. So if we were to turn back the clock 2 or 3 years and someone had said to me that both The Undertaker and Demolition have had a podcast, I would have thought someone was telling jokes. How does it
Me too.
Yeah. So tell me what the kind of the premise is for the demo pod and what you guys will be talking about on there. I know you're a couple of episodes in so far.
Well, we were approached by a good friend of ours, Tommy Fierro, and a couple other guys to do this for a number of, probably about a year, right, Barry?
Yeah, at least a year, yeah.
And we did the first 2 episodes and really enjoyed it. And we're scheduled now to have a set schedule. So, I mean, it's like this. We have fun telling stories and behind the scenes stuff. One of the big sections is going to be the fans get to send in questions that we can answer. Hope we can answer them all. They have to be PG rated, I guess, but
yeah. Probably not with a podcast. You can get away with anything really on these. You're fine.
You know,
my daughters and his grandkids will be watching it, so we don't want to get X-rated.
Yeah, you know, and the hardest part of this whole thing is we're not real savvy with all the, you know, internet stuff and, you know, how a podcast works. And, you know, I mean, look at our cameras right here, you know, Bill's is going up and down and mine's sideways.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yeah, we want you guys to do a podcast. Well, it's like, a what? What's a podcast? You know? But, you know, so the first couple are just trying to figure this thing out. That's half the fun of it. We're just having a good time, you know?
Well, put it this way. I'm close to 100 episodes in now of podcasts. And I think I'm only just learning how to do it now. It took me a long time to even get a decent microphone. So you're fine. I think your setup has come on a long way since I last interviewed you, Barry. So I'm excited to see what comes next.
Yeah. Well, I hope we can kind of have a little studio here, and maybe Bill will have a little studio, you know. But what would really be nice is when we're on the road together, if we could do the podcast on the road, you know, from the hotel room or, you know, at the WrestleCon one day or whatever. Do something a little bit different than what other people are doing.
Well,
and have some of our WrestleMates in there with us, and
yeah.
So, matter of fact, one of the guys you mentioned, Brian, had asked us to be on his, so he said he would volunteer to be on ours too. So we've already got our first guest lined up.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, shout out for Brian's new show, The Meltdown, which is co-presented by a fellow Brit, Tom Finkill. So they're doing great stuff as well. Launched similar time to you. So great to have more voices in this space. And yeah, that's the great thing about podcasts. And everyone helps out one another. Everyone jumps from one show to another. It's a lovely community, much like wrestling.